My guest today is Luc Bouchard, owner of Soft Egg Life Coaching Services, based in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Luc has been a certified life skills coach for 22 years. He specializes in men's issues and what keeps men from living happy, authentic lives. He's recently written his first ebook titled Happiness Through Authenticity, which has tools and strategies on how to have a greater peace of mind and be less worried about what others think. Hi, Luc. Welcome to the Splendid Life Show.
Good morning, and thank you for inviting me to your show. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to have you on too, because I invited you to talk about the launch of your online program, because it's specifically designed for men who wish to have greater success with women, and you call the program Be That Guy. So how did you come up with the title Be That Guy?
Well, it's been an interesting transformation on the title because I was really thinking about what appeals to men and what are men looking for. And in a lot of ways, what men want is they want to have better relationships with women. A lot of men are successful in their careers or they're happy with where they're going. But when I coach men and when I talk to men, they really struggle with, a lot of men struggle with being with women. And they'll also say that they'll look at guys who are successful with women, with the cars they drive, with their status, and they may openly criticize them, but really in their hearts they wish they could be that guy. So that's where it kind of came out of, is that we all want to be that guy that we think has something we don't, and I thought was a good title for it because a lot of guys, I believe, wish they could be that guy.
Okay, so what kind of men are you designing this program, Be That Guy, for?
Be That Guy is designed for the individuals who are not having the type of experience with women that they wish to have. They are guys that are frankly lost or struggling or don't even know how to engage women in a meaningful way. They have confidence issues. They would like to be able to go up and talk to women. They're guys that want girlfriends. They're guys that, frankly, they want to get laid. They want to have success. And really, what that's about is they want to feel important. And I don't think it's really different than what women want. It's just how we express it is different. And I think that guys need to talk to guys about it. So it's really about helping men have a different experience with women, and primarily a respectful experience with women. Because the Be That Guy program is based on the concept that if you want to meet a quality woman, guess what, guys? You have to be a quality guy. Like, there's no other way around it. You're not going to meet these great women if you are not quality yourself.
So what do you think you can teach man in this area?
A couple things that the course is based on, and I've tested this with men. I've talked to men about it, and I've had some success with it. And that is, it's a couple different components. One is we have to understand how we're socialized. We have to understand the social pressures that we put on ourselves to basically go out there and be what we consider to be successful with women. There is another component which is really important, and that has to do with how to engage women and how to talk to women, and I call it holding space with women. And I find that men do one of three things when they engage women. They will either dominate space, they'll either fade into space, or they will hold space with women. And dominating space is when men are basically taking over, as it sounds. Fading into space for men is when they kind of go into the background in their wallpaper, and they don't know, and they just they hope they're noticed, but they don't really know how to engage women, and that's fading into space. And holding space is really about equity. It's really about having a conversation with a woman where they're your peers and they're your equals. And when guys generally dominate space, I often wonder, do they see women as equals or do they see them as less than? For men who fade into space, they're definitely put women on pedestal, and they're just freaked out by them, and they just hope they're noticed. And men that hold space, are ones that are going, you're an equal, I have something to share, you have something to share, let's become friends, let's understand each other first, and then see what comes out of that.
Mm. So
The Oh, sorry, and one other thing that I think is really integral and important to the program is that men also need to understand that their friends often don't help them. And what I say to guys is that if your friends who are probably also single are watching porn or going to strip clubs, and that's what you think women are, you have a skewed opinion of women. That's not a respectful opinion of women, and those are not the women that are going to be attracted to you, and they're not what most women look like. So it's really challenging men on what their belief systems are with women. I apologize for interrupting.
Oh no, it's okay. So aside from that equity principle you talked about, and then also who you surround yourself with, what are the other things that you will be, exploring in the class or in your course?
Confidence issues and basically belief systems that get in the way. So it's the idea of your error of beliefs and how what your experiences have been with women colors your current perception of women. So really getting guys to understand that what they think about women, what their past experience with women, they bring into the forefront. Another big aspect of it, and this is from my own personal learning and my own personal life, is that when men go out to meet women, they set themselves up because they have this belief system that's going to go a certain way. So if guys, you're going out to the bar to get laid or to pick up women, and that doesn't happen, how do you feel about yourself the next day? Or let's say you are successful and you pick up a woman. Is that because it was last call and she was drunk and you were drunk, and then you have to deal with the next day this relationship that was formed on not knowing each other? So I really get guys to look at what their expectations are when they go to meet women, and that's one of the biggest ways that men set themselves up, because they think that it's going to go a certain way. And frankly, about 20 years ago, I stopped going to bars because I just would set myself up. I'd spend a lot of money, I wouldn't get anywhere, so then I'd feel like crap the next day because I wasn't successful. Or if the odd time, and I'll specify odd time that I actually was managing to pick up a woman, I would feel bad also, because that was not somebody who I wanted to have a relationship with. That was not staying power. So until guys actually look at what they expect when they go out, they're just not going to help themselves.
So I guess talking about expectations, what can men who complete the program expect to get out of that course?
A lot more confidence. They're going to know how to engage women. They're going to know how to talk to women. They'll have tips and strategies and tools on what to say to women. I will give them literally a script. It's going to be, you say this and you do this. And the one thing that I think most men know this, but we need to revisit it, and that is a lot of women complain that when they meet men, that men talk too much. And I heard a stat earlier this summer that on average women say 20,000 words a day and men say 7. But when they go into meeting women, they actually they dominate the conversation. So the number one tip I'll give men, and that will say, I will increase your success rate by 50% if you just do this one thing, and that is shut up. Listen to them. Just ask them questions, and women, and then the women will feel important. They'll feel like they want to, that person's actually into them, and it will be a spiral up. And the women will ask the questions back, because that's what women do. They want to know about the guys also. So if guys will go in and not dominate space and just kind of engage them from a place of I want to know you, their success rate will go up much higher. And that's a lot of what I'll get my money back guarantee is if they engage that strategy, they'll get success. They'll have a lot more success.
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, that's great, because it's very true. You do have to show interest by asking questions.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a great tip. Yeah. So how do people sign up for your program, if they want
Well,
to?
at the bottom, thank you. At the bottom of my screen is solvac.com. That's my website, and you can go in there and you can send me an email. And my email address is luke@solvac.com, and and as you see, my first name is spelled Luc. And send me an email, and I will give you information. The program will actually be starting at the end of October, or will be running at the beginning of November. It goes for 10 weeks. It is going to be 10 interactive training sessions where I will speak direct to camera. I'm not going to be doing a PowerPoint, a Camtasia, a ScreenFlow. You'll be seeing me live. I'm going to be, I have a huge whiteboard that's behind my piece of art here in my studio, where I'm going to be doing teachings on the whiteboard. And after 60 minutes of teachings, once I've gone through the module I want to teach, I will then do a Q&A, and people can call in, or they can text in, or whatever, how that's going to be, email in, and say, could you go a bit further on this concept? I don't understand what you meant by this, or how does that apply to this? And so that'll be one. So that's about 90 minutes, and then another component of the course is every week there's going to be a coaching call, where for minimally an hour I will basically do a live coaching with all the guys, where they can actually ask me further questions. And the last thing that you get with the course when you sign on to the program is a lifeline call, where we'll set up a time where we'll talk, and I will do a one-to-one coaching session with you on what gets in the way of you having the experience that you want to have with women. And that in itself is, that I bill out at $250 an hour. So the whole program costs $997, and if you wrap in all the components of it, it's like just under $7,000 of what you're getting for everything that I'm offering in it, for the 10 weeks, and then the group coaching call and the one-to-one coaching call on that.
So for thousands of dollars of value, you only pay $997.
That's correct.
Right?
Great value.
Earlier, I also heard that you mentioned a guarantee. So can you explain more about your guarantee?
I firmly believe that I need to stand behind what I'm teaching, and within 30 days, if people are not happy, no questions asked, I'll refund their money. There is, it will, of course, you pay with your credit card, but that will give them back to you. And if after 4 weeks it's not working for you, if after the first week you're not seeing value in it and you're not happy, I will happily refund your money, because I am here to serve. I'm here to improve people's lives, and I'm here to basically offer clarity. My company tagline is guiding you through the fog of uncertainty, and I'm very good at it. I help people. I have a long track record of helping people get clarity and helping them get unstuck, and specifically with men. So it's really a risk-free, and you get to check out the program for 4 weeks and then figure out if it works for you. And if it doesn't, I will happily give your money back.
Mm-hmm. So one last thing, because the name of my show is called a Splendid Life Show, I'd just like to know, how are you living a splendid life?
I'm really glad you asked that, because I think that a large part of what we have to do is be congruent and model in a lot of ways. And I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. I had to overcome some stuff about 1.5 years ago, where I had to look at things that weren't working for me, how I was actually successful with women, and how I was really unhappy with so many aspects of my life. And I'm living a splendid life because I'm a single father of a 6- and 9-year-old. You really can't see my hands when I do that, so I'm going to stop doing that. I'm a single father, and my 6- and 9-year-old come to me every week. I have a week on, week off with them, where they're my meaning and purpose. They're my salvation. They keep me focused on what's important, which is them. And I am here to be of service to you, the people that are watching this. And that gives me great joy and satisfaction. And I'm excited every day I get out of bed, because how I'm going to serve people. So check out my website. There's a lot of videos. I did a 72-day challenge on my website, where for 72 days I shot a video and I uploaded it to my YouTube channel and linked it to my website on issues for men. Teaming, what you're doing is absolutely, well, splendid, not to put a pun on it, but it's really important. And I've watched some other shows, and this is a great forum, and I see how you are being of service to others, and I just really appreciate this opportunity, and I want to thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.